Check 1212. Okay, yeah, we working. Hold on, we got this pilot slice thing open. Let me see what else I got going on here. My camera gonna work today? Let me see. These are the questions that I ask ourselves. Is this gonna work today? Is that gonna work today? Well, the camera light is on. Deactivate it and activate it. Let me try one more thing. Actually tried two things. Oh shit, yeah. We got a camera, y'all. I think it's so temperamental. Alright. Default. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to DAL2882 non-stop service from Salt Lake City, or Kansas City to Salt Lake City. We're on VATSIM. Let me start this whole boarding process and stuff. Get that APU going. Oh, I hit the wrong button, huh? Am I in exterior view or interior view? Go inside. But no. I am on the outside now. Go inside. There we go. Alright.
Refueling truck is on its way.
Refueling truck is on its way. 1930.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Let's see, 89 passengers. Alright, so we got 89 passengers climbing flight level 380. 854 nautical miles. Carrying 16,000 pounds of fuel. 21,805 pounds of payload. Should be fairly simple. We have a PDC already from the controller. Departure frequencies on 122.8. I don't even know what's being controlled right now. So let's take a look at that really quick. Oh, Kansas City has ground. Perfect. The ground is 121.8. 121.8. While we're down here, let's get all this set up. DAL2882. Cost index was 5. Yep, I'm going to 38,000.
Fuel truck is in position.
38,000.
Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
Yes, ma'am. Alright. While we're sitting here, we can actually grab the ATIS as well, and that's on 128375. 1288375. What's up, Will? How you doing, buddy? 375.
Keep seat clearance, read and only your squawk code. Advise on initial contact.
I'm doing pretty good.
You'll have information
Happy
Zulu.
Easter.
Kansas City International Airport ATIS information Zulu 1453 Zulu Special International West 070 at 9er. Visibility 10. Ceiling 500 overcast. Temperature 10. 2.9er. Altimeter 299er2. Arrivals expect ILS runway 9er approach. Notices to air mission. Use caution. Taxiway and ramp construction in progress. Runway 19er left 1er closed. All aircraft contact ground control on 121.8 prior to push due to airport construction. Include your call sign in all retechs. Upon receipt of your ATC clearance, retech only your squawk code. Advise on initial contact. You'll have information Zulu.
Zulu. Okay. So our PDC says we're cleared. Chief 9 departure. CATS transition. Maintain 10,000. Okay, that's what I was trying to figure out. Maintain 10,000. Expect 380 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequency 122.8. Alright, so that's Unicom. Alright. So for flight plan, MCI. Departure, we're doing one left. Good, one right's closed. Chief 9 departure. CATS transition. Alright, for Salt Lake, we are planning Pit 1 racer transition into 16 right. Pit 1 racer transition. There is no racer transition. It's EKR. The ads. Alright, so the EKR though, okay. Good deal there. Let's put the APU bleed on. External power off. Yeah, I might as well just go ahead and disconnect that all together. Are we boarding yet? We haven't even started the boarding yet? What is going on here? Fuel. Alright, let's get our charts together here. Chief 9 departure. You're back? Okay. You didn't really miss too much. There's a bunch of construction going on at the airport. I think 1 left, 19 right is closed. So we have a taxi all the way around to 1 right, sorry. 1 right and then go that way. Chief 9 departure looks fairly simple on it. It says climb on a sign heading for radar vectors to appropriate route. Okay, so what's up, Gory Man? Happy Easter. Same to you, brother. Appreciate the lurk as always. Okay, so next thing is get the banner up there. Should be good. Flying the 321, or where you headed to? Oh. We got 16,000. Should be just about done with fuel. we're expecting. Yeah, we're done with fuel. How much more fuel? I thought we only needed 16,000. Okay. Czech Republic. I've been there before. Yeah, I don't know. This thing glitched. It's had to glitch or something. I'm gonna restart everything. Cause it's definitely not really working properly.
Refueling truck is on its way. Please don't load aircraft until the fuel truck arrives and ask to do it.
FS Realistic? No. Never liked programs like that. So we gotta do the whole fuel truck spat again.
National ground. Southwest 3360 back with the information. Zulu. Northwest push and start.
In what aspect though? Oh, we have a kid on here.
Thanks for Zulu. Start is approved. Tail to your right.
Push and start approved, nose right. Southwest 3360.
Maybe I should just do an instant load. Yeah, let's just do an instant load. Through GSX.
And Southwest 3360. Face west for me.
I'm gonna restart this.
Face west 3360.
We're gonna do an instant load just so we could talk to this kid. And see how good he is. Alright, let's send that to the CDU. We need to be closer to 230 though. I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Yeah, but see, those things are all like, it's more of a generalized thing, and I understand what they're going for, but I don't know. I've never liked programs like that. It's like you add the same effects to all the same airplanes. You add the same effects to all the airplanes, and all the airplanes don't sound like that or have those particular sounds. So it's just kind of weird. I get what they're trying to do, but to me, it's not really a linear type of thing. Because like a 320 is not gonna have the same sounds as a 737. You know, certain aspects of it might be similar, but alright, so I already did an instant load just so we can get to, what did we say we're taking off on? One left? Yeah. One left. Sync, 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 sync. I don't even have my active sky on. Shame on, oh I do, never mind. I was about to say shame on me, but I absolutely do. Okay. Calculate sync to CDU. Jump back to charts. Are we pushing back onto a taxiway? Yeah, we are. So we have to. Where are we at again? Kansas City? Kansas City ground, DAL2882 ready for pushback?
Delta 2882 international ground. Let's see here. Push and start approved, face south.
Yeah. Push and start approved, face south, Delta2882. Beacon on. Why do I feel like I'm forgetting something? The worst feeling for me. Alright, the door is open. Let's close the door. Let's lock the door. Alright, 10,000. What's up, Cheeky? How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Easter. Let's just call for our pushback then. Pretty good? Yes, sir. This is this Phoenix. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it, love it. Alright, so we need to face the south.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
We're facing the east right now currently, so yeah, we're gonna put the tail to the left. What are we waiting on? Oh, for them to put the pin in and all that other stuff. Hold on. Let me...
Departure checks completed. Bypass pin inserted.
Sure. I always love a good landing.
Locking gear.
Another thing that irks me about FS Realistic, I just thought about it, is all that extra head movement.
That's the ground. Southwest 3360, requesting tactics.
It's not really like that in real life. I mean, you do, your head is moving.
Southwest
But it just over exaggerates.
3360, runway 9 taxi via Charlie 9, Charlie, Charlie 10.
Release parking brakes, please.
Alright, brakes released. Let's rock and roll, y'all.
Commencing push. All engines clear. Start at will.
Charlie 9, Charlie, Charlie 10. To runway 9. Southwest 9.
Alright, make sure these fuel pumps are on. Once we clear that road, well, not really clear it, but, or at least impeding it now. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Starting number 1. I had a writing utensil. Ask me what happened to it. I have absolutely no clue what was that. Guessing I can write in highlighter. Alright, that's a good start on 1.
Please set parking brakes.
Brake set. Starting number 2.
Southwest 3360.
Unlocking gear.
Walking to, never mind, got it.
Yeah, I got it. Also, I might be showing off one here, so I'm on the right here.
Southwest 3360, Roger, contact CTAF on 128.0.
Tow truck disconnected. Bypass pin removed. Left is clear. Right is clear.
Alright, said left is clear, the right is clear, we're disconnected, we're all good. Now with a good start on 2. Engine mode selected to normal, APU bleed off, APU off. I'm just gonna go ahead and hit my taxi light now since I'm up there. I think we were looking at a flaps 1 departure. Yep, trim 1, 2, 3, 4. Right, so 41, V1 rotate. What's up, Cam? How you doing? I love planes. What's up, man? I didn't even see you there. You're the controller? Hey. We came to see How you did? How long you been controlling? Alright, so I think we're all good here. You know what? And I didn't get the message because he's on YouTube. Hold on, I forgot to open up my YouTube speech to text to voice. There we go, it's on. 7 years. Alright, I think we're ready to go. Alright, everything's covered, y'all? Stay. Alright. Delta2882 is ready to taxi. And I just seen your message.
Delta2882. Make sure your transponder squawking mode Charlie.
I will double check, and I think I forgot Delta2882. Sure did forget, so let's see. What are we supposed to be squawking here? It was 1150. So let's turn it on first, and then 1150. Okay.
Delta2882, I have you now. Runway 9er taxi via Bravo Charlie 10, full chart. Runway 9er at Charlie 10.
Alright, you said Bravo, Charlie 10, and what else? I'm sorry?
Full chart runway 9er at Charlie 10, Delta 2882.
Okay. Bravo, Charlie 10, runway 9er at Charlie 10, Delta 2882. Alright, so he said runway 9. So let's make some changes here. Check takeoff data. Alright, let's rock and roll, y'all. Yeah, everything's basically the same. Okay, we're rolling.
He loved Planus lol. Said. I need more traffic LOL.
You need more traffic? Where can you control that? 'Cause I don't think a lot of people come to Kansas City. Alright, so Charlie 10 is right here. So we're basically just gonna come down and boom, boom, boom. Alright, that works. In real life, I've never been to Kansas City, so I couldn't tell you as far as that part of it, but I never hear anybody saying they want to go to Kansas City.
He loved Planus lol. Said. Can't get STL, don't have my T2 rating.
Gotcha. Yeah, St. Louis definitely would be a better choice. So how many more hours do you need to have before you can jump up to STL? Yes, you do. You absolutely do.
He loved Planus lol. Said. It's a training, not really hours.
Oh, okay. Well, what do you have left then? I'm asking you all the questions. How much more training? Yeah, and if you want to learn how to calibrate, there's tons of YouTube videos, but you just basically go into is it config or is it maintenance? It's probably config. But you come in here and then you can do controls config right here, and that's where you calibrate your throttles.
Elubplanislol said, I just need a instructor to accept my training request. It's just one session.
One session? Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I guess in the meantime, just get your practice up then, you know, just keep working at it. Just trying to think, how can we get more people?
Delta2882, contact CTAF on 128.2. Have a nice flight and a nice street.
Over on the CTAF, thank you. You have a good day as well, Delta2882. Alright, 20... I don't even have CTAF dialed in, so this is what we'll do. I'm at Charlie 9, I'm supposed to be at Charlie 10. Where's 10? There is no 10. There is no 10. Interesting. Alright. So let's tune CTAF here.
Altimeter 29902. Arrival is expect ILS runway 9.
Okay. Kansas City traffic, Delta 2882 departing runway 9 to the west. Kansas City. Alright. Let's rock and roll, y'all. And I didn't miss your message there about the fly-by-wire. Just give me 1 second here. Alright, we're looking good, man.
Elubplanislol said, on charts that's Charlie 10 LOL.
Okay, because I'm looking, I'm like, wait a second, there ain't no Charlie 10. Alright, takeoff, man, flex, SRS, runway, auto thrust is blue. Looking good. Looking good, looking good. There's 100 knots. E1, rotate. Positive rate. Here's coming up. Alright. Realistically, we're supposed to get vectors at this point. We'll create our own vectors. I'm gonna give myself a turn to the right here. Climb thrust. Kansas City traffic, Delta 2882 departing the pattern to the south. Kansas City. Oh, we got a even though I know Cam is in here, I'll just take care of it now. Alright, let's continue on southward. And retract our flaps. That should be good for now. I say you tried the fly-by-wire one and that was a nightmare setup. It's not really that bad. You just gotta set the points and where you want it to be set. And I think this one is just the same way too. We're gonna go direct.
Elubplanislol said, thanks for flying in, man.
Yeah, anytime. Are you only allowed to control at Kansas City?
Elubplanislol said, or well flying out.
We're just gonna go ahead and plan for 380. Alright. Yes, sir, because I'm not doing long hauls, man. My next 2 flights are long hauls, so I think it's Salt Lake to... Oh, let me double check. It's going to be Salt Lake to somewhere. I think it's Paris, actually. Yeah, Salt Lake to Paris, Paris to Salt Lake, so...
Beloved Planislaw said, I can do KMCI, KTUL, KICT, basically any airport except KSTL.
Any airport except for St. Louis, okay. Lights off, seatbelt signs off, and the rest is done deal. Appreciate this description that you put in. Thank you, appreciate it. Well, I mean, there has to be... I'm pretty sure Delta goes to all those places, right? I would say... trying to think. Do you have Discord? Are you doing any flying today, Andrew? And happy Easter. Alright, we're looking good, man. We're basically good. Let me check radar, see if anybody's out here. Or at least en route.
Beloved Planislaw said, yeah, I do.
Alright, go ahead, add me on Discord as well. It is ProPilot23K. Just like the page name, and anytime you are gonna control or something, we could probably set something up at least. I got a couple friends that fly, so we can get a couple people in there. Amen to that, brother. Days off are great. My mom came into town Friday, but she's been here, and I took Saturday off, so I got a 3-day weekend. I am not complaining. I'll do the same next weekend too. Appreciate it, man. You do too. You working too much, man. Too hard. I tell you, 2 days is just never enough. Alright, I got your Discord.
Beloved Planislaw said, I sent it over, and yet Delta flies to ICT.
Alright, we got you locked in. This transition. But yeah, anytime you're on, you just shoot a message or whatever, and we'll see if we can coordinate something. Even if we can coordinate something in the future, That way you can get your practice and I can get my practice. Definitely. Dang, how long did that take? Changi to Narita in the Concorde?
Beloved Planislaw said, yeah, man, sounds good.
Do you only control or do you do any flying as well? I thought we would have problems climbing, but this thing is still climbing at 2,200 feet per minute. It's absolutely crazy. We do have a headwind though. That always sucks. Damn! You know what? I know in the in our winter months, the winds over there are like 2 to 3 times worse. Like if you go on
love
like
Planus lol. Said,
groundspeed.net.
I rarely fly on VATSIM.
You really flying back? Oh, okay. Yeah, you should probably try doing it a little bit more. That way you can get the best of both worlds. And understand the pain and agony that we go through sometimes. Yeah, on groundspeed.net, you'll see some of the most record-breaking ground speeds because of that wind over like by Japan. It's crazy. You'll see an A320 doing like 700 on the ground or something stupid like that. Say he has no traffic.
Yo, what's up?
Yo, what's going on?
Nothing, just looking for more traffic.
You sound bored.
I am.
Yeah,
I've only had 2 points.
how long you been controlling for?
An hour.
Not today, overall.
Let's see here. 5 hours.
Oh, you just started?
Yeah, I got my, certification like 2 weeks ago, but I was on vacation this week.
Gotcha, yeah, so you definitely gotta get some practice in then.
Yeah.
Do they frown upon like if say you went to an uncontrolled field and you said, hey guys, I'll be power for you, would they frown upon that?
Well, I can't really be tower right now because I don't have my tower rating. But like, yeah, I can just go to a random field and be like, hey, I'm gonna control ground here.
Yeah, 'cause I mean, like, you don't have to officially do it. I was just curious, like, if you just popped in there. You could pop into the airplane, you know what I mean? And just say, hey guys, don't worry, I'll be tower or ground or whatever.
Yeah, I can just go to.
I didn't know if that was frowned upon or not.
No, I try to get on an airport when there is no traffic, so I don't have to keep sending out contact me's.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Implemented with everything pretty nice. So I had significant headwind on the way, and landing config for final. I was crab walking it.
Unless someone's on St. Louis ground, I wish that was me.
How many planes are over there? What is the normal approach speed for Concorde? I thought it was like 190.
What's up? So like my tier 2 certification, which is basically for St. Louis, it's 1 session, and I like filed my request like 2 weeks ago, and no one has responded yet.
They're just trying to be like the real world. The government takes forever, kid.
Yeah.
It takes forever.
Yeah.
They're just simulating it to the realest ability that they can.
Yeah.
So then, so what happens in that one session? That's the one where the guy's sitting there watching you?
Well, it's basically like some different procedures for St. Louis, and he's just training me on it. I don't think there's any like final test, let's say.
I had a friend who was doing the same thing at Raleigh. But
Oh, nice.
yeah, I haven't spoken to him in a while.
Yeah. I just did Kansas City because, like, it has PDC capability, so I don't have to keep saying clearances to aircraft.
I mean, that's good practice, though.
Yeah. But, like, at St. Louis, I don't have to do that either. It has PDC.
Right. I would expect that from you. I know for us as pilots, a lot of us, that's the type of practice we need because we hear so much information and then we get kind of discombobulated mentally because we just can't handle, hearing all that back to back, let alone slowly. Just think about it, I can't go to a JFK or something when they read it back super fast.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh my God, can you say it all over again, please?
Yeah. Like, still, VFR is, like, good practice for the pilot and the controller.
VFR?
Yeah, because you can't send VFR clearances over PDC, so that's good for the pilot and the controller. Yeah.
I can tell you, in real life, I don't think I've ever filed a VFR flight. I've taken off, requested flight following, but I've never, ever filed a VFR.
Yeah. In real life, I train on a Cessna 150. Yeah. Like, there's not much you can do with... Well, you can do VFR at Kansas City, but not... people don't do it.
I mean, you guys have I've never been there, so I don't know. I know there's a lot of construction going on there. Because every time I zoom in on Google Earth, it looks a lot different. But
runway 1 left is closed. I think that's what you had for your original flight plan.
Yeah, I knew that too. It was crazy, like, because I flew in last night, and I knew that.
Yeah.
And I just went with what the flight plan said.
Yeah. Runway 1 left has been closed for at least 3 weeks now.
3 weeks?
Yeah. So it was ever since I got my certification for S1 until now.
I was just looking at a flight April 19th, right? That was yesterday. They took off 1 left.
It was,
Oh,
well,
19 left, sorry. It was 19 left.
oh,
Right.
like, when it's uncontrolled, they can really do any runway they want because no one's there to tell them. Plus, like, Microsoft Flight Simulator doesn't really simulate construction at all.
I was talking about real life.
Oh.
It was this flight, but it was 19, right? 19 left, sorry.
No.
Like, I don't want to have to taxi around the entire airport when I'm seeing everybody else doing it. I figured it was for a reason, so I just went along with it. But
there's like crazy taxiway construction as well, but I didn't really simulate that because it's annoying for me and it's annoying for the pilots to go around and stuff.
Am I on 20 or 24? I am on 20 because 24 is a buggy piece of work.
Yeah.
I'm still not sold on it.
Yeah, I'm definitely... I mean, I downloaded it, I tried it out, it just doesn't work. On PC, I used to play Microsoft Flight Sim on an Xbox. That sucked. Especially if you have like an Xbox controller and you're playing Microsoft Flight Sim on an Xbox controller. Like, that's really not giving anybody any practice.
Yeah, definitely an interesting experience.
There's Southwest that filed, or well, pre-filed, and he still hasn't logged in. That was around the same time as you pre-filed.
Really?
Yeah. Still hasn't logged in.
I do have a question. There was one
Yeah, what's
time
up?
I tried to file, but somebody already had the flight number. But and I'm like, what the hell? And I waited, and he never logged in because I was just gonna ask them if they could kindly switch the number, since they wasn't even doing like the actual flight that flight number was attached to. But they never logged on, so I just logged in on that flight number and then pre-filed, and it worked that way. Is that frowned upon?
Yeah, so like, if an aircraft files and they don't show up within 30 minutes, controllers just like to ignore that. So if you wait like 30 minutes and you can like file with the same number, because like to be fair, if you don't show up within 30 minutes, then we can assume that you're not gonna fly out.
I was like, there's no way, man. I'm like, come on, man. Then I just logged
I
in.
don't know.
Just logged in and everything. That was hilarious.
It's also like annoying when people pre-file and then never show up. Ooh, let's go. I'm getting an A319 into my airport. Coming in from Chicago O'Hare.
That's Ryan Sultan. Commercial multi. Nice.
Uh-oh. That means he's gonna talk fast and stuff. Yeah.
How far out is he?
He's 180 nautical miles out. That's like 30 minutes. Yeah. As much as I like, I mean, VFR gives me a lot of practice, but I absolutely hate it.
That's why you gotta jump in the airplane and go try to fly out of JFK's.
Yeah.
That's when you get your real practice. 'Cause,
Yeah.
MCI, the
They
class
talk
C,
fast. It's a class Bravo.
it's really a class Bravo?
Yeah.
Wow.
And it's getting no traffic.
That's crazy. I mean, nobody wants to come here. I'm not gonna lie to you. Nobody. I've never heard anybody say, I'm going to Kansas City. I'm shocked
I know.
Kansas City is a class Bravo.
Yeah.
It's going. Which means that's crazy. It doesn't
Yeah.
even seem to be that big.
Yeah, it really isn't. I mean, well, it's definitely bigger than. Hey, it's about the same size as Wichita, which is a class Charlie. But I get why it is class Bravo. I mean, it's kind of like the main airport in real life, and
Is it? I've never been, so I don't know.
yeah, in real life, I mean, it gets, I wouldn't say tons of traffic, but it definitely gets a fair amount of traffic. Which, like, half the city isn't even located in Kansas, so, like, the airport isn't even in Kansas, it's in Missouri.
Yeah, I've never been
Yeah.
to St. Louis in real life either. That whole
Yeah,
section
same.
of the United States right there is like, I've been to MSP, I've been to Milwaukee, I've been to O'Hare, I've been to Midway, I've been to Denver, DFW. I just have not been in that section there. I've been to Indiana, or Indianapolis, sorry.
No,
I just have not been to St. Louis MCI at all, or even
Yeah.
Wichita. None of that stuff.
like, I've been to East Coast, West Coast, not in the middle. Because, like, to be fair, there's not really much in the middle.
like in and out of SPO?
There are.
Area, okay.
It really. Oh, what did I close out?
See, St. Louis is the southwest hub, ain't it?
Yeah. It is. Like, there's also American Airlines and United on it. There's also Delta at St. Louis. Delta's pretty much everywhere.
Yeah. It's crazy because you really don't hear. I've heard people say I'm going to St. Louis, but me personally, there's never anything in St. Louis, so I've never really had an engine to go. I'm in Ohio, so I'm far, but not too far. You know what I mean? But
I live right next to you in Pennsylvania.
oh, you're in PA. A lot of people are
Yeah.
in PA. I've been to Pittsburgh before too. See what I'm saying? I'm like, nobody goes to that middle section there unless you really have to.
For St. Louis, like a good route is from Chicago to St. Louis. For like Kansas City, no one ever comes here.
What's in Kansas?
Yeah. I mean, it's the little arch, but like, who cares about that?
Should we got like a half arch in Ohio now? This is who wants to go all the way to Kansas City?
I know.
Hold on, let me show
I mean, like,
y'all. Let me see if I can get this.
no one likes the Chiefs either, so.
Oh yeah, the Super Bowl could bring people in.
Yeah. Like, who likes farms and tornadoes?
Agriculture.
Yeah.
This is not the one I'm talking about though. Let's see.
Well, now I'm not in your stream right now.
But this to show the people I'm dying inside. But you see the people, the bridge. We got this arch here on one of our bridges. Let me see if I can find the other one. There's another one. Where is that? Or is that the one thing? That's Main Street. Yeah, that is the one. But we got the one arch. I don't know what the Kansas one looks like, or wherever the heck it is, but
It's not really that special.
wasn't it? Who has like the double arch? Is that you guys over there?
I don't know. We have a broken bell.
Broken bell. It's a double arch.
Bro, Cleveland is like Cleveland Airport. That's way better than Kansas City.
But can you ride an elevator inside of it? Negative, sir. No elevator rides. The STL arch, okay. Okay,
like,
it's way
Cleveland-
bigger. That's what it is.
Like, it's just an arch made out of metal, so like
the McDonald's half M.
oh yeah.
But I mean, at least that's an attraction. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, but like there's better things in like
Statue of Liberty for sure. I'd rather do that than this.
yeah,
I tell you what,
it's an art.
I flew over something. It was like a big ass field. You know, and this is the perfect time to actually go and look. I was on a final for one right last night, and on my base leg, I flew over. I don't know what it was. And I'm like, dang, this is a big field. Or something.
In Salt Lake City.
What's up, Barack? From Turkey? What time is it in Turkey? Hold on.
Go to bed or something.
Go to bed. What time is it? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm like, it gotta be at least like 11.
Isn't it like 7, I think, because Paris is 6 hours ahead, so...
So I flew over...
Yeah, it's 7 at Turkey.
7? I thought it would be
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Time to eat dinner, I guess. Go eat dinner.
Where the hell is... Oh, this right here. This is what it was. Kansas Speedway.
Kansas Speedway.
Yeah, the coach took me directly over it, and I was sitting there thinking to myself, I don't think I'm
It's not like
supposed to
NASCAR.
fly over highly populated areas. Like amusement parks and stuff like that. They're not supposed to. I just don't know if this is one of the ones that...
You said Kansas Speedway.
Yeah, if you look it up on Google Maps.
Isn't that like NASCAR or something?
Maybe. And then the Hollywood Casino. So there's a lot of people.
Oh yeah. That is NASCAR.
And then the Legends Outlets is right next to it too. So I'm like, I know I'm probably not supposed to fly right over. He took me directly over.
It's the NASCAR season going. I mean, you can fly over stadiums as long as no game is going on in there.
No game is going on. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, no one's really stopping you.
I need to say something. This is true. Very true. I know in real life we have a zoo here, and they tell us not to fly over.
Oh. What happened? Information alphas have current.
Alright. Even though it's just like a 2-hour flight, let's kind of get an idea of what we got going on at Salt Lake City. 150 at 10 miles, scattered 8,000, broken 10,000. Alright. It's actually really tap. 403, 1603, okay.
One of my friends was, well, he used to be in that Salt Lake City area, but then he got banned from Batson, apparently.
You get banned for that. Doing like meow sound or something.
No, he was a controller, but he got banned for some reason.
V-rate as somebody who would follow the directions.
I don't know.
Kind of like dedicated controllers in real life.
Yeah. JFK, if you don't do like everything right, you're definitely getting a number to call.
Call me on number like, yeah.
If like a girl hops on my airport, I'm gonna be like, here's a number to call. That's part about me.
Walked out of the office.
I got a number for you to call.
See, I got that controller riz.
Yeah. Have you been to the Cleveland airport?
In real life, no, but I've been to Berkeley in real life.
Oh, nice. Yeah, the Cleveland airport is so cool. It has a Lego vending machine. Like, I bet. Probably. Everything costs an arm and a leg at an airport.
Outside of the airport, Legos are expensive. Just imagine inside.
Yeah, I saw like a 8+ Lego that was for like $30. I'm like, I can make that at home with a piece of wood and stuff. I was controlling Kansas City one time, and I saw an A350 on pre-file. Like, I don't... And we were using runway 9er, so, like, I don't think he could have taken off. Well,
He could have made that.
yeah, well, like, he would destroy the runway...
Where was he going?
I think it was, like, Cancun or something.
9,500, he could.
Yeah. If he was using, like, a D-rated thrust, he would have broken runway 27 ILS. Yeah. I was flying on an A350 yesterday in real life. It was amazing. Like, the bathroom is too futuristic for me. I couldn't figure out how to flush the toilet.
What?
It was like a hand motion.
Oh, shoot, it's a sensor.
Yeah. Here, I sent you a picture. Yeah, the pilots were so chill. Yeah, let me see the heads up this way as well.
Where along with this?
It was at Toronto, flying in from Paris.
Okay, so the Air France.
Yeah.
Makes sense. Makes a lot of sense.
I mean, if you look at the overhead panel, it's basically the A320. Just waiting for this United to get in, then I'm gonna log off. I'm scared if people have ratings on Batson.
Why?
Well, like, they're pilots, like professional pilots in real life, so, like...
I have a rating. I'm not a professional pilot.
Wait, you train in real life? Oh yeah, you have your, private pilots, nice. Oh, nice. I'm working my way up to my private pilots. I think I have like 20 hours right now.
That's the price that can be. When you start it, don't stop. Just go ahead and finish.
Yeah, I've already...
Start and then stop.
Yeah. I mean, once you're committed to it, you just kind of have to do it.
Trust me, it sounds good, but nope. I'm committed to it. Hell, here I am.
I finished my ground school as well, which was like kind of brutal. It was 3 hours of sitting in a classroom every day.
Baby. Yeah, I did my instrument ground school online.
Oh, nice.
They don't offer that for private.
How much time does it take the instrument? Because I've been thinking about doing it. How much like time does it take for the instrument? Because I'm thinking about doing it.
Time? There's no really time for it.
Well,
like private.
Well, like how?
Is 40 hours, right?
Oh, okay.
Instruments not like that. Commercial is 250 for commercial.
Oh, dang.
And then the private you need a minimum of 40. But yeah, instrument there's no hours. You just need to have the requirements and be able to pass the check right. Instrument is the hardest one out of all of them, I'll tell you that for sure.
Yeah, I've been thinking about taking that for during the summer because I have really nothing to do.
Okay, big baller, go ahead and knock it out then. How old are you?
Like 13.
You got some time. I think you need to be at least. But you're gonna be 16?
I don't know, the flight... my flight school was offering me for the instrument, but you have to be 16 to do your solo.
Right, and you need solo hours to get your license, so at least just don't do it.
Yeah. I don't know.
You need to be at least 17. So,
Oh. You need 40 hours to get 40 solo hours, I think, to get your PPL.
no, not 40 solo. You need 40 total time, but out of that, I think at least 10 of them have to be solo, I believe.
If I need 40 to get my solo, then I'm like halfway there.
For me, just so it would be cost effective to you, I would probably hold off until I'm like 16 on the verge of 17. So by the time you are 17, you can just go boom and get your straight into your.
I would just like slowly get my 40 hours within like the span of me getting to 17 years old.
I mean, the problem with that is by the time, let's say you do a little bit of flying here and there and you do eventually get to 40 and you have all your requirements, you're still not going to be sharp because you haven't been doing it consistently. That's why I'm telling I said to you earlier, don't take any breaks in between because that's what's going to slow you anyway.
I like the winter here, and well, I live like northwest Pennsylvania, so like the winter here is brutal. You can't really do much flying.
Same way in Ohio. I usually don't fly in the time.
Yeah, it's tough for
remarkable
north.
Weather.
Yeah. I don't even need my private pilots because I'm going to a flight school in Arizona anyways, after high school.
So the minimum age to solo is 14. The minimum age to solo an airplane is 16. The minimum age for PPL is 16, but 17 for
the license. I don't even really need a private pilot's, but I don't know.
So you can get your
I'll just
13 in 9 months.
Cause like I fly a lot in the summer. Like I get those 3 months off for summer vacation.
The simulator is your best friend, man. I wouldn't put too much money into it until get a little bit closer to the age, and then you could just hammer away at it and not have any restrictions. But you say you don't fly on the simulator a lot. I urge you to use the simulator instead of doing it in real life. You still got like a whole 2.5 years or something like that, to go.
Alright. I think that's like hour and 30. Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop off.
It's nice meeting you. Next time you get on, just shoot me a message. We'll figure something out.
Yeah, man. Yeah, see you, man.
Alright, take it easy.
Yep.
Still don't like that cockpit though, but it is definitely a sight to see with those big screens. Wow. It's always a pleasure to speak to somebody trying to get their feet in the door. I think, what was I doing at 13? Right at my window. 13 years old, exactly. And I might have been into a flight simulator stuff, to be honest. 13. That was in 98. Oh, absolutely was no flight simulator. My first flight simulator was 95. For 98. Yep. Good old days. Okay, Salt Lake has Salt Lake Center. I'm looking at. Can't tell what I'm looking at. It's blue, but I don't know what it is. There's no. I don't see anything attached to it as far as the frequency. But I guess when I get closer, they'll tell me a contact. I don't know who they are. I'm guessing it's Salt Lake City. Good deal. Salt Lake. Salt Lake. Oh. Blackguard is going too? Man, everybody is on. I mean, like 12 o'clock, 12:18. Blackguard is probably 4, 5 o'clock. Same. It has to be about the same time too. They work in the same general region. I'm the oddball out, so it's evening for them. And my afternoon is just starting. So it makes sense. It makes 100% sense. Ground speed is 409, so I'm not even gonna complain. That's pretty good based on headwinds that we're kind of right things. We have 577 miles per hour right now. It's an hour and 30. That being said, back to our regularly scheduled program. In the background. What's up, Blackheart? I'm on my way to Salt Lake City. Salt Lake. Sierra Lima Charlie. How's your stream going? Not far from Athens. Is that where you're at, Athens? 2020 or 2024? 24, okay, I see it. It's been working today? What? That is a shocker. 2024. I was gonna say it never works, but it is always somewhat satisfying when it does work, but I don't know. Fortnite got a drop on. Look at that. Drop is going on today. Let me go check on my mom. I'll be back. She's been upstairs for a little bit. Frosty Bot just worked throughout. What's Frosty Bot? Okay, let me go check it out. 1 second. That's hilarious. Why is your camera shaking? What's up with that background? What are you in a X-Wing? That's pretty cool. You can't tell me that? My man is in the X-Wing. He's in Star Wars or something. I see the planet off to the left side there. Can't hide it from me. It's an A320. Or A320 10,000. Space version. Power's kind of broken up a little bit. Alright, let me go check on my mom though. She's been upstairs for a while by herself. I'll be back. I'm gonna let Otto take over the controls here for a little bit. I shall return. Alright, I'm back. Alright, we got about an hour and 4 minutes left on the flight. We're just about to hit the halfway point. Still battling that headwind, 404 on the ground. Let's see here. Still not 100% sure about the radar. Coming up on Denver. Denver's out there somewhere, not too far ahead. Now, I don't recall I haven't been to Salt Lake City since my flight simulator in 2004 days. I mean, it's a pretty big airport. There's a little runway in the middle here. That's crazy. So I guess the first thing I need to figure out is where am I going to park? Yeah, that might be a smart thing to do. Salt Lake. A13? Okay. Alpha 13 parking spot. Alpha 13 is right here. And I should have grabbed a pen. I got tons of pens right here. Thank you. That one didn't work. Gosh. Okay, this one works. Got a pen. 2882, and we're going to Alpha 13. I think we're doing only 400 now. We lost some speed. Figure out what center this is. Let me try this red eye. city. What's going on over here? Still have no idea. No clue whatsoever. Let's see if we can see Denver yet. Not quite. It is. It's right there in front of us somewhere. Start our descent in about a half an hour as well. Make sense of, oh gosh. Alright. We got less than 10,000 pounds of fuel. Under 400, 398. I hate that. To stay above 400 knots. Alright, so Denver's like 35 miles to the right a little bit. Probably over in this direction here. It's actually not looking too bad here. I think I've done as much planning as I possibly could. Our arrival. What's our arrival? Hold on. Hold on. That is a good question. What is our arrival? It is the pit 1. Now rotate that. Yeah, I'd rather it this way. The way it's supposed to be too. Alright, so I'd assume we're coming from helper. Hold on. Jesse Racer, the first fix. Hit helper. Okay, there we are. So EKR Racer, we're actually on FQF. I think after FQF is EK. It's Jesse. Then EKR, okay. So we're 2 fixes away from EKR. Alright, so Spain, 280, 19,000. At 280 knots. Like, I wasn't tripping, right? No, it says 280. Oh, okay, I see what's going on. Get myself out of America. I'm gonna start doing some airframe flights here pretty soon. I just have to do once I land in Salt Lake City tonight, I'll do a Salt Lake City to Paris, and then a Paris to Salt Lake City in the A330, and then I'll probably switch over to Air France. I definitely was planning that. Yeah, I love Air France flying. I'm not gonna lie. I absolutely love flying out of the States. I just came to the States because a lot more practice is probably needed in the environment where I actually will be doing stuff in. Because you guys' transition altitudes change depending on what country you're in. In the United States, all the way around, it's 18,000. There's a lot of different rules flying here versus over there, so I just need to get immersed in that a little bit more. British Airways? I'm not against doing British Airways. What's wrong with it? Do I have an offer for British Airways? Hold on, let's take a look right now. right now, looking at it, my offers is Air France, KLM, Level, Swiss, Volotea, Wizz Air, and Marabou. If you look at the salaries of what they're paying, it's like I would never go to Marabou. I'm a captain. Where do they fly anyway? They have A320s. They're a one-star airline. Heathrow to Phoenix. On Marabou? Never heard of it. Wow. Swiss wouldn't be a bad one either. But they offered me Air France, which is crazy. Right now, they're paying salary $69.40 an hour, and right now at Delta, I'm making like 77. What is it? 77.55. That's why I've just been trying to get my money up. There are a couple more type ratings I do want to buy. Yeah, I've been all over the United States. And when I was flying with Tunis, I got to hit a couple spots too, but yeah, I'm gonna start doing Air France here. Delta to Amsterdam. I think I flew with them. Where'd you go from Amsterdam? Was it to JFK? Yeah, because it's a Sky Team. Yeah, Sky Team. And I think KLM Air France is part of Sky Team. Yep, Air France, KLM. Aerolíneas Argentinas, Aeroflot is suspended. That's hilarious. Aeromexico, Air Europa, China Airlines, China Eastern, Delta, Garuda, Kenya, Korean Air, MEA, SAS, Saudia, Tehran, Vietnam, Virgin Atlantic, and Yemen. Yes, anywhere you have a big KLM, Air France, you're gonna find Delta for sure. Russia. That Denver right there. Oh, the Denver's massive. Absolutely massive. He said I don't do French. Hold on, let me take this off the screen. There we go. I just get it in where I can, man. If you fly, anything that I like. And that was the thing. Back in the day, Air France had every type of airplane that I liked. They had the Airbuses, they had the Embraers, and they had the 330s for the heavies. Why would I go anywhere else? They had everything. But then, I mean, they still have all three. But when they put the 380s in there, it was like, oh, it's perfect. But now those are gone, so Yeah, but I don't know how long they're gonna have that for. When I make it over to Paris one day, I'm trying to fly on that 380 to get over there, but I just don't know how long they're gonna have it. We're just about back at doing 400 knots too, which is cool. But we're doing 0.75. I didn't realize we were going this slow. That's part of the reason why. Let's see something here. If we bumped it up to 0.78. Now we're back over 400 again. Oh man, hilarious. Alright, we should be about 35 minutes out. How far from this airspace are we? Not too far. I just wish I knew what airspace that was. Sun is setting. Oh yeah, it looks like the sun is rising. That's one thing I like about 2024. They got the sunsets and the sunrises a lot better. What are we looking at here? Do you have a camera on the screen? Here. Oh, looking at this fuel, I can like this number. We're at 8,400. Man, we only got a half an hour left. Shoot, you saying my extra's gonna be 6? Wow. If we have 6,000 extra, that's cool, but the other thing I can look at is I think it's all set up right. I think I crossed every T and dotted every I for now. That last wish I had a freaking frequency. That's the thing that's throwing me off about this. It's clearly an airspace there. We're not far from it, but I'm assuming it's Salt Lake Center. I don't know. I just don't know. It's likely Salt Lake Center. Salt Lake. Well, it can't be 119. 135,775. Let's see if we hear anybody. 135. Oh, probably better off on this one. 775. Said other important figures from there's another one. The primary 775. Not hearing anybody on. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have the answers to that one. just curious. 127,700. That one. Or 127,825. Try 133.9. Still nothing. I don't know. It's really blowing my mind. We're so close. We're so close. Let me see. Departure time in private message. The ATIS. Alright, so he would be 125. It's 125,575. There we go. Why didn't I think about that last time? 5, 5, 7, 5. I could have just looked at other airplanes to see what they was tuned into. I just don't know what 12575 is. Is that one of the Salt Lake Center frequencies? No.
November 8136 Quebec, reporting downwind runway 21. 36 Quebec, roger, runway 21, clear for the option. Clear for your option, runway 21, Cessna 36 Quebec. Approach 53982, turn right direct hertz. Direct hertz, approach flight 2932. High flight 205 super, radar contact, altitude.
Passing 6,800 for 9,000, high flight 2052.
Flight 205 super, roger, climbing stand, level 230, resume normal speed.
Flight level 230, normal speed, high flight 2052.
Center Spirit Wings 887 requesting push and start.
Spirit Wings 887 follows to the ground. Be advised, sir, you don't need to request pushback clearance to enter or move in a non-movement area.
True.
Okay, roger that, Spirit Wings 887.
Very true. Predominantly more of a European thing where you gotta request pushback. But here, the only time you request pushback from the controller is if A, you have ramp control,
Through an Asher Bravo radar contact lost.
or B, you're pushing onto an active taxiway. 6,000 for a 6.1. It actually went up. I feel like they
Center Vision Jet 7901
being
with
trolled
right
right now.
cockpit for approximately 1 minute.
Okay, thanks.
Being trolled.
Alexander Lufthansa 455 Heavy entering from southwest at 330 heading 023.
That's the 455 Select Center Radar contact. Morning.
Cheers.
That was a very weird call. Billings, Logan, Montana.
Seven nine zero one, Tango Whiskey back in your cockpit, level 250.
Thank you.
It's just not the scale, so we're gonna hold on before we actually see everything coming. Moving that
Center, Spirit Wing is 887, information, X-ray, 2 west north, ready to taxi.
Spirit Wing 87, ground router, runway 16 right, taxi Alpha.
16 right, taxi via Alpha, Spirit Wings 887.
Select City Center, Southwest 1100, we acknowledge the rerouting.
ATC.
Thank you.
Denver. We're leaving Denver. We're 80 miles from our top of descent.
High flight 205, Select Center, climb maintain, follow 380.
Flight level 380 and currently still on heading of 160. High flight 205.
It's November 8136, Quebec, reporting downwind runway 21. High flight 205, roger, sorry about that, proceed direct knock.
No worries, sir. Can you say again the direct fix to high flight 205?
High flight 205, direct Echo Hotel Kilo.
Direct to Echo Hotel Kilo, high flight 205.
Select City, we're ready for push-up.
Okay, who's calling for pushback and where do you need to push back?
Sorry, Southwest 1100, ready for push-up start at Select City.
November 8136 spec, runway 21, clear for the option. Clear for option, runway 21, November 8136, Quebec. Southwest 1100, as DX system in use, squawk altitude on.
Center, Delta 2882, flight level 380.
Delta 451, stay altitude.
Delta 451, we are at about 14,000 descending via the Custis 3.
Delta 451, be advised, sir. Restriction at F site is at or above 15,000. Climb and maintain 15,000.
Climb 15,000, we also had an issue with our autopilot here. We're climbing back up.
2882, Salt Lake Center, hello, radar contact, morning.
Here we go. We got radar contact.
Delta 215, change to advisory frequency, cruise, great morning. Delta 215, we'll see you happy Easter.
Cloud coverage.
Lieutenant, thanks.
Uncanny.
Southwest 1100, you still up, sir?
Southwest 1100, copy.
Southwest 1100, I can't see you on my scope. As the X ground radar system in use, I need you to squawk altitude reporting on. Mode C transponder on, please.
Copy that, Southwest 1100.
French flight 3982 would like higher.
Say again?
French flight 3982 would like higher.
French flight 3982, climb maintain follow 350.
350, French flight 3982.
Alright, Southwest 1100, I'm going to make an inferred guess that you're on a none-controlled, a ramp position. If you are pushing back into a ramp position, a non-movement area, you do not need to request pushback clearance.
Likely. Was that Kraken Lakin? Appreciate the raid. How was your stream? Craig Lakin? I can't even pronounce that, man. Nevertheless, I
One Tango Whiskey, Cross Moss, at or above 14,000. Jackson, altimeter 3006, information, Yankee, correction, Charlie. Expect ILS Lily runway 19 approach.
Hopefully he wasn't talking to me. But I was not listening.
For 701 Tango Whiskey, Cross Moss, at or above 14,000. Jackson, altimeter 3006, information, Charlie. Expect the ILS Lily runway 19 approach.
Anchorage to Ralph Wien Memorial. What's the airport codes for those?
We'll grab Charlie.
And what did you fly?
Center, Spirit Wings 887, ready to go, 16 right.
Spirit 887, Select Sea Tower, departure, flight 160, runway 16 right, correct takeoff.
Heading 160, clear for takeoff, Spirit Wings 887.
Okay, 735, alright, 738, okay. Anchorage. Yeah, Papa Alpha Oscar Tango. Never heard of that one. I'm gonna have to look that up. Matter of fact, we can do it now. There we go. Let's say what? Papa Oscar Alpha. Ooh, that's spicy. What runway did you land on? That's very spicy for 800. Nine. Yeah, that sounds like a good time. Very good time.
Vision 1, Tango Whiskey has Charlie for
Copy, copy.
Thank you.
Takes me back to my good old days. I wonder what your weight was like. See, I got a lot of
GPS
questions.
291, change to advise for frequency cruise.
Okay, what a Unicom. GPS 291 to lock.
Whoa. It's cold.
November 8136 Quebec, pulling downwind of runway 21. November 8136 Quebec, roger, runway 21, clear for the option. Clear for option, runway 21, November 8136 Quebec.
I'm just trying to make sure I spell this right, but appreciate the rate as always. And just shout out, guys, if you can, go give them a follow. Oh, that looks. What game is that? $153, 514. Copy. Demonologist. I've never even heard of that one before. Alright, so yeah, we're planning our arrival in the Salt Lake. For some reason we didn't have the frequency until they contacted us. Usually I'll go on like VATSIM radar and
can we expect the ILS to it right from
try to
You can expect
pre-plan,
the first
but
time and
couldn't figure out what the frequency was, but finally we got it. So now we're on with them, but
Flight 205 radar contact lost.
we're just waiting to that point until we start to descend on this arrival. We're doing the pitch 1 arrival. Let me erase this here. Where are we at right now? Or MTU? So we're coming up on MTU, which is right here, and this is not the scale yet. But once we get to Vissel, I would hope we would start to show for real, and then we'll intercept Spain here, and then continue on upwards, and then loop back around with some vectors. But can only hope and pray for the simplicity of it.
So the 2882 cross Spain at and maintain flight level 190 Salt Lake City heading south.
Spain, flight level 190. Do I have to keep the speed constraint? I think it's showing 280.
2882, keep the speed restriction.
Copy that, Delta 2882. 275, that's solid. It's very solid. And that's the way it is,
451
man.
descent, correction, Billings approach descent via
You just gotta put it down sometimes, man. You can't worry about that pizzazz.
Clear the ILS runway 28 right approach, Billings Altimeter 29er, advise weather and NOTAM.
Gotta set her down, but 275 is
ILS
solid.
28 right at
Not a bad landing at all.
Altimeter 2999, we have the weather NOTAM for Delta 451.
451, thank you, and at pillar, clear the ILS runway 28 right approach.
At pillar for ILS 28 right approach, Delta 451.
Sit down!
701 Tango Whiskey at Moss, clear the ILS to the runway 19 approach.
At Moss, clear ILS to the 19 approach, and Jacksonville for 1 Whiskey.
Yeah, I know when you gave me that identifier, I didn't hear about it before, so I was like, what? But let me go see what's going on there. Thank you for the follow. I'm gonna call you Kyle.
230, resume normal speed, proceed direct to Clearfield.
Yes, sir. Hey, man, anyone you can walk away from is a great one.
Fairfield, resume normal speeding. Can we get the altitude once more for Spirit Wings 887?
Anyone that you can walk away from is a good one.
And climate maintain flight level 230.
Happy Easter.
Spirit Wings 887.
Alright, it's just about time for us to descend. I'm gonna go down to 190. And I'm gonna start early, just so we don't dive into it. And let's go back to manage speed. There we go. Yeah, for sure, man. And sometimes, you know, it works out that way. You expect it to be like, oh, it's a short runway, I'm about to just plant it. But it ends up being a lot better. Making a ham, that actually does sound good. Man. I don't have my kids this Easter, so I'm not really doing much. I didn't cook or anything, but you see where I'm at right now. 350 and 400. Yeah, your back might start to hurt. Them numbers. Food truck and coffee shop is there today.
Alright, Tesla aircraft at frequency actually closed about 5 minutes early. We're going to close the center now. All aircraft change to advisory frequency as your period. Thanks for flying. Have a great day.
Understand whether or not I have to cook right.
Hey, yeah.
Meow.
I hear that.
Happy Easter.
Yep. Thanks for the service. Happy Easter.
Alright, so
There's a
center,
bunny.
center just closed. Let's go over the Unicom. The other thing is now we're planning this arrival ourselves. So I'm not planning for 19,000 anymore. We're just gonna go ahead and put in the 12. Since that's what the last fix is calling for. And let's pull up the actual approach as well. 6 right. Team, I can't float. I wish I was part of that team. I always find a way to float, especially like in this 319. You're going to float. At least for me, I can't stop it. Freezing water. Yeah, we're gonna do the hard landing and come to a stop. Ain't nobody trying to take a dip in them sub-zero temperatures. I'm good. What's concerning to me is this fuel. So now you see it says 6,700, right? This is saying 6.2, and I'm like, how? Am I only going to lose 500 pounds in this ascent? And the number's been progressively going up. It was 6.0, now it's 6.2. Damn. Is your throttle calibrated properly? Wow, between 145 and 260 is wild. Holy. Like, let me just give it a little power up. We're doing 250. Let me slow down. You must be flying the fly-by-wire. $3,500. Do you have enough weight in there? I'm trying to think about my experiences with it. I don't remember those type of numbers. Are we doing like 3,500? Hey, man. My thoughts is maybe you're extremely light. $3,500 is wild. I ain't seen them numbers since I was doing my world tour. Damn. Alright, so since Salt Lake is gone, Let me double check to make sure. Alright, Salt Lake has a ground. Alright, and let me find out what Salt Lake CTAF is. 11905. So 119. Hold on, I'm gonna grab that last message here that you sent. I'm gonna program this thing here. That's CTAP. And then once we switch over to CTAP, we'll plug the ground frequency in. So now it won't pick up speed climbing like that, but getting out of EGE is great at it. Okay, yeah. Is EGE in a valley or something? Matter of fact, we can go look. EGE. Eagle County Regional. It's another one I've never heard of. Oh, that's right by me. I was just at Racer. Yep, there I go right there. Alright. So I'm guessing you're high altitude, yeah, 9,000 feet, yep. Number 4 or 5, is it because it's high altitude? What's number 1, Aspen? You said in the world. Okay, no. And number 1 is not going to be Aspen in the world. Descent seems to be pretty smooth. I'm starting to understand we're at idle, so we're probably going to be idle this entire time. Sharp left turn under 1,000 feet to avoid the mountain. Oh, okay. I'll have to see this in real life or in the sim, one of the two, to kind of get an idea. I'm gonna write it down. Never been there before, at least never had to. Number 1 is Lukla for sure. That's when you said the world, I realized, I was like, yeah, Aspen is not gonna be number 1 in the world. Yeah, Lukla for sure, because there's no second chance to that. It's do or don't. Yeah, Paro's pretty rough. I tried Paro in what was I flying? It was a 320. Was that part of my world tour? That was part of my world tour. I have a clip of that. Let me show it to you. That wasn't pretty at all. Not at all. Hold on. Alright. Yeah, that Paro. That probably went down as probably one of my worst landings in my life. Hold on, how do I do this? You took Courchevel. Courchevel. The one where if you go straight into, who's this? Salt Lake is on 1355 now? What in the world is going on in Salt Lake? I'm gonna change this frequency. One 355. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Okay. 135. 500. Shoot. Oh. Alright, so we made this constraint here. So let me stay at 19,000. I know. Salt Lake Center, Delta 2882, flight level 190 at Spain.
Delta 2882, Summit Central, low descend via hit 1 arrival, Salt Lake landing south. Give me a minute here and I'll get you your runway center.
Okay, I'll continue descending to pit 1 and wait for the runway assignments, Delta 2882. I could barely hear that kid, but hey, down to 12.
Salt Lake City approach. Cirrus 7613 Golf is on the H5 arrival in Salt Lake.
Narcy's visual is pretty cool.
Cirrus 7613 Golf on like special low.
Hold on, let me. I was trying to find that dang
arrival. I'll give you further here in a second.
Clip.
I just finished setting up here.
Maybe if I put it on clips, show all clips. Yeah, this is definitely a rough one. God. Alright guys, check this out. Alright, transition altitude. Hopefully he give us a 1.6 right. It's decently IFR here right now. Winds are going to be 180 at 11. As fuck. Oh man. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that plane in real life wouldn't have survived that. I'm gonna throw 200 in here. Decision height here is 200. Okay, so I have a good guess. Alright, so we got a couple constraints as well.
Alright, I got everything set up now. So, 3613 Golf. Got the speed constraint.
Affirmative, 13 Golf.
AOG at Para would have been nasty work.
13 Golf, expect the vector point the visual 1 approach.
This guy is kind of soft-spoken. I need to turn the volume back up.
Visual or 17 approach, 13 Golf.
Try about 70%.
Delta 28, did they give you an approach requested approach yet?
Negative. You just said been on the pits 1, so that's what we're doing.
Okay, Delta 2882, expect vector to the visual 16 right approach.
Quick visual 16 right, Delta 2882. 2882, right? Or am I 2886? It's 2. It's 2. Icing. I knew that was coming. I had a feeling. Right, I'm like, there's no way, man. No way.
17613 Golf maintain.
Salt Lake is not IFR right now. It's just this feeling that we have to cut through. When I was flying in, it was like a very thick layer. And I'm like, yeah. I double checked it. Oh, this, there's the code. I can give it to you. Shoot. You know how hard I had to search the depths of the black market of the internet to find out how to get that to work? But, once I figured it out, it was like, oh my God, this is great. Sometimes I forget it's even there nowadays. Yeah. No problem, man. Since we're going visual, I really don't have much to worry about. Just give me a heading, and I'll make the dream happen. Alright, so let's see here. Yeah, 10 miles. I mean, all I need is 3 for VFR anyway. But 10 is plenty. I can't see a damn thing. I see what appears to be like a mountain. I mean, I can see it on my radar, but it's about 20 miles out. Oh, is that it right there? Yeah, that is it right there. Once it loads in. Yep. It sure does. I mean, I'll have it on just as like a secondary, but he said visual, so we gon' full send it. One thing I hate about the 319 is it's extremely hard to slow down. And ironically, anytime I get a visual approach, it's in the 319. So then they have me doing all kinds of turns and stuff with high speed, and then expecting me to slow down at the last minute. And I'm like, this plane doesn't really work like that. I mean, I can do my best, but it's just one of those things. It doesn't slow down well. So I know 12,000 was our last hard altitude here.
Selected departure southwest 1100, ready to copy.
Southwest 1100 is a wind. Salt Lake
11,000 actually.
Runway 16 right there, takeoff.
So I'll go ahead and just dial that in. As well as...
Clear for takeoff, southwest 1100.
Okay, we're just gonna do R&P. I've never been before. And I think the one other time I've flown into here in the sim, it was daytime. Or nighttime, sorry. So I didn't see anything. That can't be the airport there. There it is. Pretty cool.
Salt Lake Approach, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Now, if you assign me vectors for visual, would I pop off the arrival then, or do I follow the arrival all the way through until you give me vectors?
That's the answer.
At Echo, I'll give you vectors to join the approach. Otherwise, I can give you the ILS from Echo.
Okay, affirmative.
Your second answer was the right answer.
Yeah, basically we'll have it at Echo. It'll just track the current heading that you're on, and then I'll just vector you onto the approach, because it is a offset. Well, not an offset, but they do it on a different angle than the rest of them. And then once you hit the airport, then you'll just track it in.
Anchorage?
Right, I just wasn't sure if once you said you were going to give me vectors, just go straight ahead or just stay on the arrival, but apparently stay on the arrival is what I'm understanding. What's your call?
Yeah, the arrival ends at Echo, so yeah, at Echo I'll give you more, but yeah.
Alright, so ground is on 23775.
Southwest 1100, squawk 0530.
0530, Southwest 1100.
7613 Golf is going to maintain 900,000.
900,000, 13 Golf.
I've never had to fly in Anchorage either. You're in all the places I never go to.
Southwest 1100 radar contact Delta 2 passing.
We're passing 6,000.
Southwest
1100 altitude check. Climb maintain for level 230 with remote.
Alright.
Climbing to
Done with the arrival.
And speed is your discretion.
Since it's a visual, I'm not really going to brief this. For that beehive, this is recommending us to be
Alright, 7613 Golf, turn right heading
7,500.
130 Golf.
To come fly for AAVA, we get a lot of crew routes on the hub. You get to pick your own flights, or is it just like predetermined? Like, this is the perfect opportunity to get me to descend. He has not given me any instructions to descend. And I guarantee he's gonna turn me in like, go ahead and do this. And I'm like, I'm not built for this. But we'll see what happens.
Alright, 7613 Golf Airport at your 2 o'clock, 23 miles forward site.
We'll report in sight once you're up.
Where is this plane? Oh, 7613 Golf. Okay, it's a... Oh, a Cirrus. SF-50. Nice. Vision jet.
Delta 2882, descend maintain 900,000.
Down to 9,000. Delta 2882. He said Southwest, didn't he? Or am I tripping?
Southwest 1100, fly direct Hopsu.
Climbing direct hub to Southwest 1100.
Alright.
Delta 2882.
Seatbelt signs on.
Turn right.
Coming through 10,000, so lights on. Okay, so you guys got a decent aircraft fleet.
Golf, turn right heading 160.
Yeah, send me a link, I'll check it out. See if I like it or not.
130 Golf, actually 170.
170,
Delta 2882, turn
I'm
right
the same way.
080.
Right 080, Delta 2882. I'm the same way. Just to be ahead of the curve, I'm gonna give myself half spoiler there. we're at 9,000.
I'm looking. For some reason, I'm not picking that up. 13 Golf.
Delta 2882, turn right heading 110. Once you finish that turn, airport will be at your 2 o'clock, 15 miles. Traffic also at your 12 o'clock, 8 miles southbound. Cirrus on the approach for 17.
Right, 110, have the Cirrus on the scope, and that's for the visual of the 16 right, correct?
Yeah, report the airport site.
Copy, we'll do. We'll report field in sight, Delta 2882. Alright, do we see the airfield? Delta 2882 had the field site.
Delta 2882, clear visual approach, only 16 right.
Clear visual, 16 right, Delta 2882. Alright, so to make my life easier, direct beehive. Alright. And it's a visual, so I'm gonna do flaps 1. Start my descent now.
Alright, 7613 Golf, descend and maintain 7,500. Airport still at 12 o'clock, 13 miles.
7,500, and I have the airport set.
S7613 Golf, clear visual approach, only 17.
Clear visual 1713 Golf.
It is. Alright, what am I? I'm not even 10 miles yet. Good. So I have time to make adjustments. Appreciate the follow, brother.
Southwest 1100, are you using time compression?
Time compression.
Southwest 1100, repeat please.
Are you using time compression right now?
Yeah, we're passing flight level 1905.
Must be hauling ass. Gear down.
Sure, Southwest 1100, Illuminator system south, Salt Lake offline, radar service terminated, frequency change advised, yeah.
Copy that, Southwest 1100, see ya.
That's 3. Right, it sounds like, what? And he said confidently, yeah. Hey man, you got it. Alright, where did I say we were parking? A13. Alright, flat full. Yeah, what about it? Hilarious. Alright. I think we're looking pretty good here. He didn't overall screw me. Like, I think it was Tampa screwed me really bad on the visual once. Appreciate it. Just wait till the touchdown. There will be floating. I guarantee it's a 319. I'm floating.
Delta 2882, the wind Salt Lake, 17011 runway, 166 clear land.
Clear to land, 16 right, Delta 2882.
Alright, 7613 Golf, so wind 17011, runway 17 clear land.
Approach, hopped on while we were running.
17 clear land, 13 Golf.
Yeah, man, like, there gotta be a line that you can't cross. Like, if I'm already this far into it, man, you might as well just let me have it, man. Don't try to direct me or control me into anything, man. You just gonna screw it all up.
1000.
But you know what they say? Aviate, navigate, communicate. I'd have been like, unable. plenty of runway to float. You're right. There we go.
4.
Thing is so weird. Like, I know in my head, I know I'm gonna float, so I don't want to dive into it like I normally do.
Light slope.
Minimum.
There we go.
Light slope. Light slope. Light
100.
slope. Light slope. Light slope.
40. 30. 20. Retard. Drive.
Brother, there we go. First go set.
At 7:6 off on the Salt Lake, traffic now 23.7.
'Once you're gone.
Okay.
Stop at 2882, up on Able Ground.
Runway 17.
Double mic.
Walker 765-073, okay?
And Delta 2882 over on the ground. Good day.
Okay. Walker 2073.
Salt Lake ground, Delta 2882, left 16 right, trying to get to Alpha 13.
Delta 2882, Salt Lake ground, taxi by Bravo, good day.
Bravo to the stand, Delta 2882. I don't know that.
And November 761, do we go off the
I am, so let's take a second.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. Went a little bit too far. Going to GA.
No worries, all good. Taxi to the GA.
Appreciate it, man.
Kilo, good day.
What was the touchdown?
Taxi to Kilo 1 go.
Hit all my memory items really quick here. Yeah, we're looking good. 109, that's not bad at all. Not bad at all. Is this Bravo? Charlie's ahead, so yeah, I'm assuming this is Bravo. Yeah, I'm not complaining for 109, man. My goal is to keep it below 300. I don't care what number it is. Alright, so A is right here. This should be pretty simple. Just make a right there. A left, sorry. Alright, in the meantime, APU can come on. We've got a few moments. We already got the stand loaded in GSX. -1.
That's Holy Ground Delta 2024 with the Yankee at
That's crazy. I got a leaderboard. That's nice. There's no beating that.
And Delta 2024, thanks for Yankee. Runway 16 left taxi via hotel.
16 left taxi by Hotel Delta 2024.
And Delta 2024, new departure
here,
frequency is going to be Unicom 228.
228,
It is, ain't it? I think it is.
And all stations, new departure frequency is going to be Unicom 228.
I'm almost past it. Tell me there's an airplane in our spot. Out of all the gates. Or maybe not. It might be the spot next to us. Okay. We might be good. We might be good. Alright, APU bleed is on. Get out to a tug and move him. Nah, I think we might be safe. I think we might be safe. He's right next to us, I think. Yeah. But that kills me. Like, you be in the biggest airport, and there's all these possibilities for places to be at, and the one gate I need, you're in it. Alright. Let's see, there's our marshaller. We're doing 6 knots, that's cool. Oh, we don't have a marshaller. Okay. Mess this up now. Oh, there's always opportunity to mess something up. Come on, baby. I didn't even give it a lot of break. It just said, nah, bro, we're about to inch in here. And I feel like I might have to give it a little bit of power. There we go.
And Delta 2024, nothing
That's
further.
as good as it's gonna get. Brake set.
109.05, we'll see you next time.
Alright. Masters off. Beacon off. Seatbelt sign off. Fuel pumps off.
Boarding requested.
Alright. Good deal there. Oh, perfect landing. A parking. Perfect. I'm not mad. There's no marshaller, but you heard the music. That was a good deal.
And John 143, check mode Charlie. Starting.
Good deal. I'm not even mad at that.
Confirm what Charlie is on. And we're items.
And Giant 143, still nothing.
Submit that pirate and we'll be good to go.
6027. A from we're squawking 6027.
Alright.
Giant 143, is your VPI client mode Charlie on that go?
A firm, the logo is blue and in the blade.
I appreciate you, man. Thanks for stopping in. I need to get on your page and
now runway
give you a follow as well. Let me do that now because my memory is absolutely fried. Hold on. Now that I'm not moving an airplane over and over again. There you go. Give you a follow. Shoot, you and me both, man. It's not getting better at all.
We'll be back.
I'm gonna go raid one of my wonderful friends. Let's raid Saiyan, since he only has 5 viewers right now. And so let me get that up here. SAI 10133. Yes, sir. So, and I typed the wrong name. How did I spell that wrong? Oh, I see how I spelled it wrong. Oops. I absolutely jacked that up without even knowing. 10133. There we go. So we got the raid started. I want to thank y'all for stopping in and for the follows and subs I got today. I'll be on, I don't know, I have a long haul tonight. I don't know if I'll stream that, but I'll be on tomorrow for sure. With something a little shorter. And when you go see Saiyan, tell him hello, I sent you. Whatnot, you know, he'll probably know. Until then, I'll catch you guys in the next turn. Peace.